All right, let's get a check on how the auto industry is doing this month.
Our auto expert Nik Miles is live in Portland. Hey, how you doing, Nick? How are things?
Good morning, Robin. Yeah, it's beautiful out here, but the sun's going to go away soon, and we'll be getting ready for some winter weather.
So how are auto sales right now?
It's pretty exciting for a guy who loves cars and lives off what cars feed me. Auto sales getting better. We're back to pretty close to pre-COVID predictions. We're talking about maybe just a few percent below the line, about 3%. Now, those predictions made in January, so it could be off a little bit now. So we're seeing the pandemic hasn't really hurt it that much. Factories in Chicago, where they make things like the Explorer, they're back up and running at close to the capacity now. So those vehicles hitting dealer lots. We're seeing just a slight drop in what we'd expect in new cars. In luxury cars, they're above the mark, about 3% above the pre-COVID predictions, and second-hand cars about flat. So they were pretty high a few weeks ago, but they've dropped down, so you'd expect to play about what you'd expect to pay pre-COVID.
And how about the best-selling cars during this whole COVID pandemic? Have you been noticing, is there any difference between like what's selling during COVID than what was selling before?
Yeah, definitely in Chicago. So the number one selling car in Chicago is the Honda CR-V. That's been number one last year, still number one this year. But we're seeing some of those bigger trucks creep up. Everybody looking at, the Mad Max type vehicles that they want. What happens if they need to use their vehicle to take a family vacation, or they need to use it for a lot more than they did pre-COVID? So we're seeing trucks like the F-150, the Silverado. They're moving up in the tables. A lot more people choosing to get four-wheel drives and bigger trucks during the pandemic, and those vehicles were the ones that are the most likely to sell out. So if you
Did we lose his audio, or did my audio go up?
I think we might have lost him.
Nuts. Nick, hold on.
Hold on, we got him.
You got you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
we got you back.
We got
okay, real quickly, what do buyers need to know to get a good deal going in? They always want to be armed with some good information. So what'll get them the best deal?
So really, I've got to tell you, get your financing sorted out before you go. There are a lot of great financing deals on dealer lots, 0% financing on still some of the bigger trucks and SUVs. However, those are going to go away. But to buy right now is probably a really good time, because those 2020 vehicles that were this year's models are starting to creep out of showrooms, making room for the 2021s. And dealers don't want to be stuck with those. They're likely to give you a better deal. Try and get your financing ready before you go to the dealer. And the worst that can happen, the dealer can offer you better financing. Still 0% available for 72 months. Don't let those disappear before the end of the year.
And we've been talking about this Ram truck a little bit. It has a ton of power. What do you think about it?
Yeah, who doesn't want a 702 horsepower truck? It's pretty awesome. I'm so excited about it, because this is the first vehicle in the United States that competes with the Ford Raptor. It has the Hellcat engine inside of it. It's true Americana. Great horsepower, great performance, great off-roading. And they're saying now this is the first vehicle for the longest time that's actually going to compete with the award-winning Ford Raptor. So looking forward to seeing that in showrooms towards next year. And
what about the Jeep Wagoneer? That's coming back?
Paul, I'm so excited about this. The first thing I thought about was, Paul's got plenty of room for the whole kids. It's going to have a 3-row. I'm hearing it's going to be luxury. The tease pictures that Jeeps have shown of the new Wagoneer is just a piece of the nameplate with wood paneling. So I'm also excited you could see a vehicle back on the market with wood paneling. Call me old school, but that's kind of fun to me. I am hearing from Jeep, though, it will be more upscale than the Wagoneers of the past. It may be competing with more of the upscale 3-row vehicles.
Gotcha. Nik Miles, thanks so much. If you have any questions, you can go to autoexpert.com. Good to talk to you again, Nick. Oh, it's our autoexpert.com. As in ours.
Our. I think it's mine.